This futures live stream event is proudly brought to you by MightyOxTrading. All information contained herein should be considered for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing seen or heard should be considered financial advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a great night. Ready for a great day? PPI day. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? It's coming up in less than half an hour. Let's look at the markets overnight. Last night was, during Asia, was absolutely horrible. I was trying to trade it on stream. It did not go well. I mean, it didn't go badly, but there was like nothing to trade. Made a nice trade on the NKD. But you can see we dipped down to 52.40 on ES, up to 48. Really, that's it? Only an 8-point range overnight? Wow. And Q dipped to 262. Looks like the high was 308. Wow. That's only a 46-point range. Holy Hannah. Copper had a good night, though. Rising up 240 ticks or so. Gold, about 14 points in range. Ultra Bond, blah, like less than half a point in range. Crude oil coming back down. Looks like about 60 points in range. Natural natty gas. That's what I'm trying to say, or something like that. Kind of chave. Russell heading up, and Bitcoin hanging at 61. That's where we sit, stand there, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this beautiful Tuesday morning here on our trading. Just missed this this blue candle. I mean, oh, nice. GameStop going wild. Holy crap! GameStop is back. Up to $80 today. It started the day yesterday at 20. I wish I had been keeping up with the news. I have like $23 in a brokerage account. I could have like quadrupled it. It's gonna be interesting to see what that does at the open. Wowzers. Anywho, back to futures. Back to the future. Then we're rising up. Nobody here yet this morning on this PPI day. Right, look at that. So there's that blue candle, 283. It's already gotten up about 8 point. I mean, it looks big. Move looks like yeah, easy for me to say. Looks like a bigger move than it is, but still a nice move. Still rising up. Wow, nice rise. So PPI this morning, and that's coming up, of course, in about 25 minutes, a little less. And then at 10 Eastern, Powell is speaking. Pulls back. That's a nice little rise. Check it back up to 18,300. It seems like that's what we were talking about a lot yesterday. Be interested to see if PPI causes the market to kind of break away from this area. Hello, hello, Carlton. Welcome to the stream. I don't recognize your name, so I'm going to assume you're new. Or that early onset Alzheimer's is finally kicking in. I'm glad you said something. That way I can still welcome you. Thank you for the support since you're not new. You've been here a while. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Always feel free to speak up if you want, but if you feel, if you prefer to stay quiet, I understand that as well. 20 minutes till the PPI. Still don't know why PPI is before CPI this month. Guess PPI wanted attention first this month. Hey, Linux, how are you doing? What you been doing lately, Linux? Well, hopefully we all are. How big's your lawn? Are you just hoping to get it done before it gets warm? Rising up slowly, slowly. Well, maybe a little bit faster. Either we're gonna hit 12,300. Hey, 12,300, 18,300. 12,300 would be a shock, wouldn't it? Get her done. So I think the PPI print is gonna be hot. Just a guess. We'll see. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Kind of hanging around. Probably won't take a trade until after PPI. We did touch. No, we didn't. Came within a tick of 300 there for a second. I just got see a notification that a new person just subscribed. Fortunately, I don't know your language, so I have no idea how to say your name. But if you're here, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Can you please tell me how I should address you? Because I unfortunately I cannot read your language, so I don't want to just call you "Hey you." Nice. Well, welcome. Sure, you may ask me anything about Flexytrade. Is there anything specific? Well, I'm not really promoting them right now. I mean, I have them on the snapshot, but I mean, I mean, if you're comfortable with crypto only for payments, they're okay, but they don't have a real credit card processor. But if you're comfortable with crypto only, then they're okay. One or two people on my Discord have said they've been paid out. I have not seen actual proof of that, but I have no reason to believe that they were lying. They seem like they know what they're doing. It's just for some reason they can't get a credit card processed or after Stripe dropped them. And Stripe's dropping all prop firms, so it wasn't really on them. They just went with the wrong one. But they have like crypto payments now. You can pay with a credit card through the one place but it kind of converts to crypto. It's weird. As far as I've heard, they pay, but they are still new. April was the first chance of payouts, and like I said, I have one person on the Discord. I think it was one or two, that said they got payout, and I know that they have paid out their affiliate payments. Now I do believe there are a few, that's a project I need to get back to, but I believe there are a few others that do accept Saudi Arabia. Hey, good Speed Racer. I know Take Profit Trader except Saudi Arabia. Oh, okay. Yeah, then yeah, Flexi's probably your main option at this point. There's another one called Precision, but I don't trust them yet. Well, I shouldn't say trust them. They're just, I need to see them grow a little bit more. They actually allow 25 accounts, but I need to see them grow a little bit more. Yeah. Uh, I mean, like I said, Flexi's still new. I mean, I know you want. I know. What I would do. I would do one or two accounts to start, and then once you've gotten the payout from Flexi, then get the rest. Precision. I can give you the link. Oh wait, I don't know if they have a website. I don't know if they even have a website up yet. They have a Discord. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, I have no idea. My goal is, here we go. That's right. Precision. There we go. Precision VIP. My goal is eventually to have a master list of who accepts what country. I am an affiliate of Precision, but like I said, I haven't started promoting Precision yet, just because they seem like they're learning as they go. Oh yeah, I definitely Flexytrade is definitely, like I said, I include Flexytrade and I've promoted Flexytrade. I have not promoted Precision because Precision just, like I said, they seem to be like learning as they go. I am not 100% confident that they have the business sense to run a business, even as easy of a business as prop firm should be. If that makes sense. 5 minutes till PPI. Yes, very normal. I have failed dozens of evaluations. Yes, you do get better. I mean, as long as you know why you failed and you know what you need to correct. You won't fail forever. Well, I mean, as long as you're willing to correct what your the issues that you're having over trading. So what's your definition of over trading? Do you mean like you trade? Well, if okay, so over trading to me is if you're trading when you're tired, your mind's no longer sharp, or you're trading, if your edge only works, for like a couple hours a day, and you're trying to trade past that. The number of trades don't matter as long as you have an edge that works. Okay. So, I mean, you've already figured out what you feel is the issue, so that's half the battle. So why don't my suggestion would be is to limit yourself to X amount of trades and then walk away. There's no reason you need to be glued to your computer the entire day. You know, Trading is supposed to be one of the things about trading is supposed to be flexible. Do it for X amount of time and then say whatever the result is, whether you're red or green, I'm gonna walk away from it and I'm gonna go do something else, something I enjoy, something work out, something to improve myself, whatever. And that way you can feel good about your decision and you can, do something that's good for your life as well. That's just my suggestion. I still struggle with consistency myself, so you know I don't want to make myself sound like someone that's a guru, and I mean, even if I was the most successful trader in the world, I wouldn't want that title. I have not, but there's people on the Discord that have. I know several 100K a year traders. Two of them are admins on the Discord. Right now, I have two funded accounts. Yep, we have news coming up. Are we ready? Yeah, I need to concentrate here for a sec, bud, and then we'll continue to talk. Whoosh! Still falling. Nice job. Okay. Beautiful move down there. 80, I don't know how many points. 86 points. Looks like it's trying to pop up now. Gold fell. Let's see. What was the number? I told you it was going to come in hot. I bet you it just came in hot. US PPI year-over-year 2.2. Oh, no. It came in right on forecast. Oh, but month over month, 0.5, and they expected 0.3. I took a short on my Topstep X account, and I closed out for $718 on the Ultra Bond. Now I kind of wish I'd taken it on the NQ, but you know. Great job, dude. I still don't know what to call you by name, so if you give me a name that I can address you by so I don't have to call you a dude, that'd be excellent. So anyway, I have 2 funded accounts right now. I have not taken a payout in either one yet. Working on that. A couple of years. My issues are all in my head. I know how to trade. I just don't trust myself enough. I've seen many people be successful in less time. Anyone else play the news? I know Rad didn't. Rad don't play news. Homie don't play that. Oh. Now we're kind of sideways here. I should have played the bounce here, and I didn't. Took a long. Not going, no. No, it is. Whippy. Oh, very whippy. There we go. That was a 15-point win, 243 to 258. So we dropped all the way down on NQ to 167. And it's continuing up now. So there's the hourly candle, and you can see it got down below yesterday and the day before's lows. So all the way back down to Thursday, but it's bouncing here. You can see it's come most of the way back up, or down 3/4. So you can see the Ultra Bond has climbed all the way back up, or is trying to climb all the way back up. Nice. Just keep it even. Don't get too too emotional. And Q trying here. Oh, well, kind of whooshing up to 275. And bouncing back down. So I did something I never did before. Yeah, I have two Topstep X accounts. I entered the Ultra Bond long on one, short on the other before the news, right before the news, like 10 seconds before. I had a $718 trade on the one, and of course that means the other was negative about the same amount. I should have killed it earlier. But now that other one, I've taken the long, this rebound, and I've gained almost everything back. You can actually see the Ultra Bond here has just about gained everything back. On the one that I took the initial win on, that account is now just about halfway to passing. I, I mean, just because I've noticed that on news events, not every time, but almost every time, it goes straight one way or the other. There's no real. It's either gonna go one way or the other. There's no wishy-washiness like you often see on NQ, or it'll quickly dip and then rip, or the other way around. So that's why I chose the Ultra Bond to do the both directions on two different accounts. Now it would have worked obviously on NQ as well this time. Yeah, NQ did not have any wick on that, or like, so yeah, it had a two-tick wick, two-tick wick, two-tick wick. So I mean, yeah, it would have worked on NQ, and it actually would have been a better trade on NQ because NQ dropped, 130 points. Uh, hold on 1 minute, G-Man. So G-Man on Topstep X on the Ultra Bond, UB, right before the news, I went long on one account and short on the other, and so I took profit on the one for $718. And now I'm fading the other one. I took a loss on the other one of $781, but I've made back $500 of that, now fading it back upwards. Oh, and see, man, I didn't use stops. I figured it was either going to hit my daily loss limit or it was going to do what I wanted to do. So, okay, I've closed that Ultra Bond trade now. So I made back 437 of the 781 I lost. So I'm only down 281 on the day on that account. The other account I'm up 716 on. There we go. Yes, but not. I mean, how long have you been doing this? Trading is a marathon, not a sprint. So, you're looking. Yes, that you definitely, you have that potential, but it's not going to be overnight. That's going to take a while to build up to. Yeah, I mean, most people aren't profitable in their first year, so it's going to take time. Hey, John. Morning, Chris. So basically, I'm saying, hate just calling you dude. And basically, what I'm saying is, I mean, it's possible to make 50K a month. Are you going to do it this year? No. Are you going to do it next year? Probably not. You know, and you need to, well, that's an excellent goal. You just need to be taking small chunks first. You need to look at getting your first payout and then keeping that funded account, growing it, adding accounts like you want to do. Don't look at the big picture and be looking at 50K. Look at 1K. So, $500 or $1,000. Make yourself, those realistic smaller goals and then work from there. Because, once you find something that you can repeat over and over again, then you can become G-Man, who, you know, kills the market every day. But if you're focused on that huge number, the little numbers are going to feel insignificant, and you're going to be more likely to blow it because oh, it's just this much. I don't care about that, and then you're going to put on bigger risks than you should, and you're going to make trades that you shouldn't, and it's going to mess with your head. So start in little goals, passing an account, getting a payout, getting a payout for consecutive months, and keep working up. Would you agree with that, John? John DeFores has taken multiple payouts from prop firms. People love when I put them on the spot. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I mean, Justin Eck from the Discord, I believe he's a 100K a year trader this year, over the last 12 months. He's been doing this about 3 years. Just remember, trading is no different than any other major profession. You don't, a surgeon takes 8 years of school to become a surgeon. A lawyer takes 6 years, etc. You got to pay the tuition, of learning the time. Ask who. Everybody here has the potential to make 50K a year, but that doesn't mean you're going to make 50K a year. Again, take small bites and try and work your way up to it. You're looking at a big goal when you haven't reached the first step. Step by step. If you're just focused on that 50K, you're not gonna ever get there. But if you're focused on 500 and then 1,000 and then duplicating that with multiple accounts, then you can get there. But if you're just focused on that big number, it'll totally warp your psychology. I mean, I've done that in the past. I thought, oh my God, if I could just make, if I could do, a 20-point trade on 10 accounts for 10 contracts, you know, that's, I don't know, $50,000 a day or whatever. It just doesn't work. You have to just work on making each trade and finding that consistency first, and then the money will follow. Goodness God, I'm sounding more and more like G-Man every day. I have a really tight stop on this trade. It's going to just stop me out. Felt it wasn't going. If you learn to trade consistency, the money will follow consistently. Whatever I'm trying to say. And we're 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Remember, pow, pow, pow. No, I'm not punching you. Pow is scheduled at 10 o'clock. Okay, rising on up. So I could have held that trade, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. That is quite the hourly candle, folks. And yeah, look at ES. ES got it all back, as the G-Man just said. And Q not quite there. And the Dow is actually green. So here's the Ultra Bond real quick. And I should have held that trade that I was in. So right before the bell, so on this candle, basically, I went short on one account and long on the other. Obviously, it went straight down. I got out of one trade with a $718 profit. I got out of the other trade with a $781 deficit. On the one that had the deficit, I went long and I got like $450 back. So that was my Ultra Bond kind of YOLO going both ways on two different accounts. Uh, 500 or something after the rebound trade. Popping back up here at the top of the hour. Up, back down. Reminder, folks, if you're enjoying today's stream, please gore that like button. Hate it when I misclick. Let YouTube know that you enjoyed the stream. In case you missed it yesterday, Bulenox and Topstep have announced that their special deals are going for at least another week. $19 for a Topstep X 50K account, $18.05 for a Bulenox 50K account. End of day. Drawdown on both. Falling here. Wow, Nightbot, that was perfect timing. Good job. We're making a good team, Nightbot. ATR is back down to 4, so we've kind of regained normalcy. So will we see the same tomorrow? That's a good question. CPI tomorrow. And what's Powell going to do to the market? These are the hard-hitting questions we ask here in MightyOxTrading. So Hassan, I noticed that the NKD didn't quite agree with. Oh, actually, it's come back now, hasn't it? I know there's a dip big time, but I guess it's come back up now. Yeah, 830 wasn't 100% positive, John. The month over month came in hot. Let me look at it again. Make sure I didn't misread. US PPI 0.5 and they expected 0.3. 0.5 means higher inflation, I believe. Right. Yeah. Shows that, yeah, it came in hot. So that was bad news, which is why the market actually went down, because that means no interest rate cuts. Ouch, Hassan. Ouch. Hassan, are you fighting your algo again? I mean, was that you trading or your algo? Rising up here, back up to 259. Speaking of algos, John, do you have algos running now? I forget. Wow, look at crude dumping. Remember, you should never dump crude oil because it causes an ecological catastrophe. It's people like you, Hassan, that's going to be like, when the bots rise up against us, this is why they're going to think we're stupid. I'm just kidding, Hassan. Okay. At least it was a team effort. So it'll rise up, back up to 267. Pulls back. A should soon be dropping in. I think that's a good idea. GME still hanging around 66. What's the Fed cooking up? I totally missed him. I was focused on Powell. Maybe the Fed's cook will give us some breakfast. Wow, just as I mentioned crude, look at that bounce. Oh wait, that was a flush. Whoa. What caused that? Fed cook us up some breakfast. OPEC Plus reopens fraught debate on members' oil output capacity. That's what caused that little move in oil. You want the mic before the bell? I thought you can't trade and talk. Okay, call in. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Morning. You go. Hold on, maybe it's me. Say hello again. Okay, it was me. Can you guys hear G-Man? Rising up. Back up to two. No. We have no silly questions, especially for new traders. New traders don't know this stuff. So let's not try and talk down to anybody here. But still, I mean, if the person's newer to trading, then they don't know that these are in more professional traders' opinions, silly questions. You don't know that how everything for a new trader is focused on money, and it's our job to teach them without making them feel like they're asking silly questions. Well, you explain it but not putting it in a way that puts them on the defensive and makes them think that their question is in some way bad. It's G-Man, Hassan. Right, you've been there, but then and just about every other trader has been there. That doesn't just that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make it a silly question because we've all had to reframe our mind. There isn't anybody that gets into trading that isn't thinking about the profit first, and then they have to hear it from people like you and now me and people that have been there and didn't we've all learned because nobody, no one even thinks like that about trading being like a surgeon or like whatever. And I used that same analogy earlier. You got to help people reframe the mind and not think about the money, which is what we're trying, right? Which is what we're trying to do. It's just you need to do it in a way that doesn't make people feel that their question was bad just because they're new. And this is how everybody thinks. I bet you can ask everyone in this chat. The first thing when they started trading was it's money. Whether maybe they didn't think it was get rich quick, but they still thought that was the focus. So I just don't want people to think that their questions are silly or whatever. I just want them to be open minded that to hear how we need them to see that and refocus their mind without putting them on the defensive, because when you start saying a question is silly, it puts people on the defensive, and our psychological thoughts are right away to defend our thoughts. So if you put it in a way that here's why, without saying silly, without saying a term that can be construed negatively, it's much more, it can be received easier by the people we're talking to.
So I think that's, give me a point there. Restraint.
Okay,
Usually I don't
well,
restrain. Can you guys hear me?
now they can. I forgot. I swear I hit
I
that
think I
button.
think I
Well,
I hit my live. But anyway, we can stop with that. All I want to do is, explain something. And John DeFore um, put it out there. He gave his advice, which I thought was excellent. He said it extremely well. And I've said it many times, but I'll just say it bears repeating. This thing we're doing, trading, right? There's so many ways. There's so many products. And if you look at the combinations, it's in the millions, maybe billions. But you know, the whole time it takes is multiplied. Why it takes years is because it's a constant search. We're looking, and if we focus on profit or dollars instead of process, it takes longer. So, at some point, you can ask Rob, and you can ask this question to anyone who's making money, real money, every day from a real, whatever the account is called on the prop firm, or from a broker. If we chase and we change, it takes that much longer because it takes um, thousands of trades. Let's just put it in that term to get good at one index and one design on how we're trading. So it makes it very difficult. And we start at the bottom. whatever we want to trade here, whether it's oil or ES or NASDAQ or the Ultra Bond, there's hundreds or thousands of traders that they're already there, and we have to trade against them. There's no JV. There's no, let's all put all the B traders together. You have to trade with the best of the best every day, and they know what to do. They know what not to do. They know what the market's going to do. It's just what John said. So the hard thing is knowing what to trade and how to trade it because we don't know ourselves. I was trading individual stocks. I was trading options. I was trading options on futures. I was trading the YM. I was trading this, that. So, I've gone around, and when we figure out ourselves, that's why they always talk about that, and we figure out what we are good at and not good at, and it's a very honest appraisal of ourselves. Then we can focus on what we do well and what we don't do well, and not keep changing different things. At that point, we can just hone in and focus and focus and focus. And you can trade anything. You can do anything. It's definitely open, but there's only so many people that make money because they focused on it. So that's, I think, what John said. Maybe not, but that's what I took away from John.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, John, that's exactly what John was saying. It's not one thing.
Yeah, right. So I mean no disrespect to whoever that person was, but my point to the people that are in here every day is, guys, just focus on what you do well. Learn about yourself. That's the key. And as quickly as you can do that, ask Robin, ask anyone. She's the only one I can turn to because she's making damn good money. And I remember when I was here years ago, a couple of years ago, she wasn't. So it's not about dollars. It's not about what you're trading. It's not about the strategy, and it's certainly not about something other than learning yourself. You guys see me trading ES, but I've been doing that, and I can do it. But I don't trade anything else because I can't. I know that. It just doesn't. Oil killed me. NASDAQ killed me. Individual stocks killed me. I mean, it's just options on futures. I mean, it's just I can't even understand the words that people come up with on options. And I don't want to compete against those guys. How can I? I can't. So, and I don't understand bonds. They go up, they go down. Or interest rates. It just kills me. So, ES moves. I get it. I know when to fade it. I'm wrong every day, all the time. But yeah, just get that point, and then figure out from there. Hassan just said I think that's from the Bible or something, the Quran. To thy own self be true. Yeah. So anyway, it's a long search, or it doesn't have to be. The people that make it instantaneously are the ones that go to work for someone that's already making dollars, and they learn the exact. So they have an open mind. They learn the exact strategies, and then they mold themselves to doing that. So that's the only way it speeds up. Because if we're just doing it ourselves and learning, took me years. I've been doing this 20 years, by the way. Shakespeare. Good stuff. So, Ox, you're right in saying don't disrespect, and I did mean to, so apologize for that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I just, but if
you're right.
framing things a certain way will immediately turn people's minds off to learning and learning that. So, it's just, that's all I was trying to say is, frame it in a different way.
Well, how was the second time through? Is that better?
Yes, very good.
All right.
They didn't hear your first time, so they just thought I was going insane.
You had an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, I think they did, but maybe not. Because I was
No, it was me. You were fine. I forgot to hit the little button that allows you to come through. So it was on me. So I thought I hit it and I didn't. So you're really already done trading before the bell?
I mean, we got 30 points down and 30 points up. That's how I look at it, and I trade it. So I didn't.
Did you get the number of trades that you normally you go for?
No,
No.
no, but
How did your trade work out, Ace? I saw you while I was talking to my imaginary friend. You said you went long. Oh, it's Tuesday, Ace. Is your trash out?
so I mean, Ace is. I don't want to give him a big head here, but he focuses. He comes in. He gets his point or two. Maybe there's a runner. He trades only ES, as far as I know. That's all I've heard. But he knows what he can do. He knows what he wants, and he does it. So, that's what I'm talking about. Same with Robin. She does it a different way, but she does it. She does her thing. She trading Nasdaq, maybe.
Yeah, Nasdaq.
Yeah, so she trades Nasdaq. She's got her edge strategy. She waits for her setups, and she takes out what she needs, and she's done. There's no. Again, who was the guy? Market Profile. He wrote a book. His name's escaping me, but I read the book, and in the preface, which is the first part, before he says something I thought was the only thing worthwhile in that whole book, but he said that professional gamblers, or you can call them card players, they know the odds of every hand, right? So they know the odds of every hand. So they know when to play and when not to play. They know when to bet and when not to bet. And they sit and wait. You don't have to play every hand in cards. You have to know how to play it, what the odds are, and away you go. It's the same with trading. It's a different game, but it is a game. It's the focus tends to be shifted by different factions, but we have to focus on what we can do. Be like Ace, be like Robin. But they're trading different things. CFT is another one. So that's all I know. I'm sure there's a bunch more that I've missed here in the room. Yeah, I mean, you sort of, what I focus on is what the market is doing and not doing. So I know when PPI kicks off. What do I know? I know it's going to go up or down. I thought it was going to go down today because, they were talking about the forecast was higher than what they had previously. So that was correct. So if I wanted to, I could have put short on beforehand, but I said, nah, I'm going to be conservative here, and then I just wait. So as it's going down, I fade it. I know at some point it'll stop, which it did, and then it comes back up, which it did. So if I know that, I have to have a strategy to trade it. So we got exactly what it does every single time. Tomorrow, CPI, same. I don't know if it'll go up or down, but whatever it does, it'll retrace. Does it have to go all the way back? No, but it has to go 50 or 60% usually. That's what I do.
Move it up here right before the bell.
And I think I've told everyone in this room that specific trade, haven't I?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if everybody that's here now is here then.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't take attendance. Speaking of attendance, where's RJ? He's late. Two minutes from Ace. Minute to go. Oh, there we go. I don't have to mark you tardy. Crude oil popping up.
Well, Ace, I didn't start out well. I got scolded by the boss. So, but luckily he had me muted, so no one heard it. Here we go.
Up, down, up, down. It's exercising. Rising up. 281. Ace is going long for some reason. Ooh, nice move up here on NQ. Nope. Whips down, whips up. 288 on NQ. Weren't you just shorting a break at 263? No. There we go. Heading up toward 300. 292. That means I think Hassan's in. Plumber RJ, what's going on?
All right, pop through. Give us a whoosh up. Is that the legal name for it?
Yes. It's choppy. 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 Get your 2 ace. Russell's moving.
There's the overnight high tap fade. 50 quarter, 50 half.
Q back down to 277. And falling. Sorry about all the computer noises you're hearing right now. Okay, so I'm messaging me on the Facebook. Bouncing.
Could just could just stay at a low range here till
Oh yeah,
J Powell.
Yeah, Powell coming up 25 minutes. Hassan, is that you going short or is your algo going short? Your algo's gonna smack you one day. Range ya. Blue candle, maybe. Yep, went away. RJ, you still trading YM? 15 seconds forming a line here. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
Are you talking to your imaginary friend again? Looks like 45 is holding there.
Oh, there. Q try to touch 300 again. Ace is long again.
Yep, should get back to the top, perhaps. Who knows?
We touched 300 on NQ. That's high.
Just a game we're playing here, fellas, ladies, gentlemen. Nothing more, nothing less.
Our high on NQ 308, so we're close. Popping.
So made the higher low there at 46. 44 half to 49 half, 50 half, something like that.
Having trouble breaking through 300 or 301 here on NQ.
I mean, it doesn't have to break either way.
Yeah.
This could be just a little channel until Mr. Powell decides to break it. There she goes. Touched 50, which is the range high. So what's it going to do?
Rising up almost to the NQ top. 308. We hit 307. There's the new high on NQ. Big break. Up to 316. NQ 316. We just murdered your stops. Oh. Pulls down. Crude. Big rebound. Yep. Good job, RJ. We love touches as long as they're not inappropriate.
Looks like it's going up here, fellas. It retested the breakout. And by fellas, I mean everybody. Traders. There we go. That's a better word. Gotta be careful what I say around here.
I wasn't going to nail you on that one.
Just mute me when you I mean, I can do one thing, and that's trade ES. So you can't hold me to any higher standard. Did Jesus say that, Ace? Really?
Well, coming back down to 306.
I mean, the overriding issue with ES is Powell's going to talk, so
Yeah.
I don't think too many people are going to take too much risk here prior to that. So,
Oh, there's another move up. 321 now in NQ.
that's why I don't trade the NQ, because it's got a mind of its own. So we got a nice 8.5 point range on ES. 33 point overnight range. And really low volume. No, 281. That's not too bad. Forgot to mark it at 6 a.m. Too busy talking. Oh well. It was pretty low. Now we're respectable.
Yeah.
Almost 300.
Yeah, it was horrible last night.
Yeah. Which is what you'd expect going into major news and Fed speakers and CPI and blah, 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 blah. Trading with volume, you know pretty quickly if you're correct or incorrect. So you know if you're making money or losing money, which is good. I don't want to be hanging out and stuck, which is what happens when there's low volume.
$13 until they find out what Mr. Powell has to say. That should be one of those. Powell did not make any comments on monetary policy.
Could be. I didn't see Cook at all. Nothing posted.
Yep, nothing was cooking. Oh, sorry.
Nothing was cooking. But Powell, I mean, it's kind of, I was laughed because there's all this build up and everyone's predicting. He says the same stuff every speech. So he's not moving rates. No surprise there. Rates may go up if we deem it necessary. Inflation sticky, blah, blah, blah. And you'll blame it on supply chains.
The U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell participates in a moderated discussion with the Netherlands Bank DNB President Klaus Knot at annual general meeting of the Foreign Bankers Association. They're not expecting anything new from Powell, especially ahead of CPI. If we hear anything about monetary policy, expect them to stick to the FOMC script.
I think that's what we just said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote that. So, but the interesting guy I listened to is Druckenmiller. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Hedge fund, super smart.
Yeah, name
He
rings a bell.
basically says, it's, and this is what I believe, it's fiscal policy. It's all the spending. Duh. That's what caused inflation, and that's what's keeping it up. Just can't stop spending money. And whatever you believe, all the political stuff, it's not about political stuff. It's just spending money. That causes inflation. Always has, always will. So, and we're at full employment, according to Druckenmiller. So there's no need to spend money. We're running a deficit of 7% on spending, and we're at full employment. So, Jay Powell, I challenge you to address that, but he won't. They never do. So we're being fed a bunch of nonsense. Can I question Jay Powell? Is that okay?
Yes.
Shouldn't the Fed be in charge of all policy, fiscal and monetary?
I would assume so.
They're not. So. And it's our money, guys. We have to pay it back. The politicians retire to their lavish lifestyles that they've stolen.
He's dropped 20 points from its high. Just as I say that, it bounces.
Yeah, I mean, we're still sitting here. A couple of points. We're still in that little range. So, a lot of money's lost in this kind of stuff. The breakout traders, the breakdown traders. Time to take the risk was on the news at what was that, 5:30, 8:30 New York time? There's the move. That's when you trade. Right now, we wait, we sit, we chat about things. Baseball. Did your baseball team win? Phillies?
Yeah, yes they did.
Last night? Nice.
Yeah. Now they play again today at noon, my time. Pulled it out in 10 innings.
Wow. Baseball's a little like cricket, There's no time frame. Could take forever, which cricket does. They go 5 days and then they call it a draw. At least baseball, there's eventually a winner.
It hasn't always been. The longest game in Major League Baseball history was 26 innings, and it did end in a 1-1 tie. That was way back in like the 1920s.
Have enough pitchers and players for that.
Back in the 1920s, pitchers pitched like
they pitched full games.
Yeah.
They didn't play as much. Is that?
No, they played 154 game schedule. It's just, back then pitchers didn't throw. They probably threw like 80, 85 miles an hour, not like 100 miles an hour, putting all that stress on their arm that they do now.
Yeah. Some of the best pitchers in history didn't throw fastballs.
Right.
Well, very fast fastballs.
Right.
Like not 100. I'm thinking of those Atlanta Braves guys.
Yeah, Maddox. Yeah, Maddox and Black. Yeah, they dotted the corners.
They just away, 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 and then that becomes a strike. I mean, it's like, wait a minute, now we're a foot off the plate. Give me
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah.
That's not a strike.
Pulling back. Seven minutes till Powie Pow.
Can we short this after Powell? Yeah. Would you like? So you're a catfish hunter.
It's two different players. Tom Seaver, Catfish Hunter.
I like the Royds era. A long ball.
It was,
Barry. We got to watch
yeah,
Barry. I mean, how cool is that?
yeah. Oh yeah, it was fun, but I, I just, part of me says, people should be able to put anything in their body if they want to, but it's not. The fact that it's not fair. It's someone who doesn't want to take that risk is at a
Yeah.
disadvantage. Drop in here a little bit. No, the Hassan, the stringent testing, get caught juicing now. It's an 80 game. The first time it's an 80 game suspension, and you're not allowed to participate in the postseason. And the second time it's 162 game, which is a full season, and the third time is a ban.
Yeah, pro cycling, basically, it's a ban.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad the roids are. I just, it's really a shame with baseball. You know, the all-time home run leader isn't in the Hall of Fame. The all-time hits leader isn't in the Hall of Fame. That's weird.
So that's all-time home runs. Who got that one?
Bonds.
Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the hits is the catcher, right?
No, hits is Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose, catcher. He was catcher, wasn't he?
No, he's it's not the only position he didn't play, but he ended his career as first base, but he was an outfielder, he was a second baseman, he was a third baseman, but yeah.
What am I thinking of? Oh,
Al in 5 minutes. For folks to hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Gore it. Gore it. That's what I want you to do. Gore it.
the one sport that I believe is got a lot of roids is golf, men's golf. Because you look at these guys like Rory and a couple of other guys. They come in and they're little scrawny guys, and then all of a sudden, they start drinking shakes and lifting weights, and then within 6 months they're, oh my
Hitting a ball
god,
350 feet.
and they hit
Yards,
it,
I mean.
yards,
Yards.
350 yards right down the middle, and it's just like, what? But it's their body, it's like from where they started to where they are, I mean, come on. And then the interesting thing was the last Olympics when they allowed golf in, the players that didn't go to play for their country, because they test, the Olympics test. So
Ace John Daly's on something. I don't think it's steroids.
yeah, he's on the juice, all right. He's on the nicotine. That's funny. Yeah.
We're hanging right around 300 as we head into PAL.
I mean, Bryson DeChambeau, if you guys know him,
Mhm.
he went from, okay to just huge. He put on like 50 pounds or something.
It's not like me putting in 50 pounds.
Right. I mean,
It's not all my gut.
it was all
It's not all,
muscle.
yeah.
It was all muscle. And he started hitting the ball, 400 yards and won all these championships. Yeah, I've been lifting and it was, I have a shake. I drink shakes. Sure. Now he's lost a lot of the weight back. I think he's off the juice. He hasn't won since. Is Hassan coming over to ES?
Sounds like he's thinking about it. Interesting drop here. Dropping like it's hot. Drop. Oh, and it bounces. Never mind. Can't even get my song out before it bounced.
Still in that 8.5 point range, I believe.
Honestly, I think baseball's been changed more by the banning of amphetamines than they were by the steroids. The amphetamines kept the players energized. They say that the increase in injuries in baseball, not the arm injuries for pitchers, but like the hamstrings and the muscles and all that, because players are more tired now because they're not taking the greenies, the amphetamines.
So you watch. Powell will start talking in about 20 minutes. He's on a panel, so he'll talk about the weather or climate change or something non-consequential for the market. He always has a funny comment.
Wow, Ace. Wow.
See, now how's that appropriate? And my stuff was inappropriate, huh? Come on.
Okay, I'm shocked to find out that John DeFore has a girlfriend. I wonder if his wife knows. Oh.
So for me, we've got a range. If it breaks up, then substantially, then we're looking long. If it breaks down, which is perhaps more likely since we've come so far, then trade it short. Don't diddle in the middle. I've never been able to figure out where the heck the middle is, to tell you the honest truth. Is it the middle of this little range, or is it the middle of, here to the low? I guess that would be more appropriate. 18 to 53, 17 to 53. That's my 2 cents. And it's just Powell, right? That's it for the rest of the day.
I believe so.
And we got gas, crude oil.
Oh,
That's after the market, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Korean trade, Korean exports, Australian wage, Norwegian trade, Swedish, French, Dutch.
I believe it's Malcolm in the middle. That's on.
So the CPI, I'm looking tomorrow, they're looking for it to go down. Year over year, down a tick. Month to stay the same. Core to go down. Month to go down.
If that happens, we should see the market shoot up
And
at
these are
least.
just averages of the
Yeah.
people that report, which are basically the 20 banks that own the Fed. So I'm not saying manipulation, but that wouldn't be correct.
So far,
So if we get those prints, the market will shoot up. But if we don't get those prints, it will shoot down. And PPI went down 30 and then right back up 30. So probably get the same out of CPI. Don't know which way it'll go. But can't trade that till tomorrow. So put that one away.
unless we get a time machine.
Yep. All we can do is trade. We're looking at right here.
Right here, right now.
So ES, it's in this range now. Hour, half hour, hour. Sucking. All the traders. Long, short, doesn't matter. And that it will blast. The longer it stays in this range, the more power it'll have coming out. That's just something I heard. Might be right, might be wrong. Who knows?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
But we have the range is identified. We know what it is, so we know when it's going to break it and trade accordingly.
Sounds like Hassan is home on the range.
Yep.
Home sweet.
This one's really not tradable, because it's 45 to 50, 53, I guess. So there were some shorts at 50. Couple, if you look back. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. That actually went for a distance. Now it's just not moving. I mean, we got a volume spike there right at 7, 10, and it, so say 48 area. I guess that went 4, but
Ooh, there's a drop. Pal must have said something.
it could be Powell. It could be got everyone all excited to go short, and look, it comes right back up. So it's hard to make money if it's this tight. You need to be long 48, 48, 48, which means you're long 49, and then it's only going to 52, so you got to be out before 52. So
Oh, wow. Ooh, whoosh up.
and we got a break, but is it going to come right back?
It's kind of topping with what it did like
Yep.
5 minutes ago.
Yep.
It's 300, 303. High. was, what did they say the high was?
We got 53 and we're at 54
226.
now. Going up. Beautiful. Fourth quarter.
Fed's Powell, we expect continued GDP growth 2% or better. Inflation in Q1 was notable for the lack of further progress. We expect the labor market to continue to rebalance but remain strong. My confidence in inflation moving back down is lower than it was. That doesn't sound positive.
Yeah, that's the rub on news. My interpretation of it, that's the hard part. And every time I try, I'm wrong. So he says inflation going back down.
Order filled.
It's not happening. But he won't tell us why. Got a cue in Mr. Druckenmiller. Spending. Druckenmiller says we're spending like we were right out of the Great Depression, 1929, at that level, all relative. But we're at full employment. Lo and behold, inflation. You guys didn't know I was an economist, did you?
He hasn't really rocked the market at all. I mean, it's kind of still, yeah. Had a little move up there, and that was it. Now we're sideways again.
Yep. Broke that 8-point range, though. So now we're at 10-point range, which is typically where I first fade. So 55 fade, but maybe not today. I didn't even notice we got another spike trade there on the low when it came down. When you said, what did he say?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it did spike there.
48 held like 2 or 3 times. So
Rising up. Ooh, there we go.
So yeah, when I look at this, it's really not moving. It's pretending, but these are not
Yeah.
these are not big enough moves to. I mean, where do you trade? I don't know. I can't find an entry. I spied 48 after it occurred, which is can't trade that.
Order filled.
If it's worth 55, I don't want a long, but I don't want a short. So, like I said, done trading.
Wait, Ace, are you saying that somebody's paying for their grades?
Order filled.
Ace, they don't use cash anymore. They can't track cash. It has to be card.
I haven't been to a bank in years either. My bank, matter of fact, my bank doesn't even have branches.
Oh yeah,
Ally.
Ally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that formerly General Motors Credit or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, might be wrong. Yeah, I mean, do it all sitting at your computer, right?
Yep. Well, they claim it's Ally like you have a friend.
Order filled.
So
Dropping.
there's the short working from 55, but did not do it. I'm very good at pointing out trades that work after they work. So that's just a little pullback. So if it wants to go higher, it has to stay probably around 50 or above, because we had 45 and then 48.
Nice.
Higher, high, higher, low. It's Dewey Cheatham and how. Cheaters stealing, huh? That's a bad one.
Powell says the producer price index reading was quite mixed. Meanwhile, the ECB guys say June may be the good opportunity for our first rate cut.
Yeah, they got everyone focusing on rates. Kind of like the magician, or the card dealer. Focuses you somewhere else and then steals you blind. Who was a Fed chair when prior to this guy, when Trump was around? Was it Powell still, or Yellen, or?
I know Powell came in with Trump. I mean,
Okay,
but I forget
gotcha.
who was before that.
There it is. Got to get that right. That's a good trading name too.
Yeah. Yep. Yellen was before Powell. Yellen was Yellen.
So yeah, chairman of the Fed. The Fed's made up by 20 plus banks, the biggest ones. I don't think Ally's in there, but all the other ones. They own the Fed, so they own the chairman. Kind of interesting, right? Boom. There we go. Breaking to the downside. Whoosh. Come on, Ox. Where's the whoosh?
Yeah. A little bit of a slower whoosh, but yeah, it was a whoosh. Back down to 283. Hassan wants chaos.
Yep. Can only go so far. 55 was it, which was a 10-point range. maybe close to 40 up. From the low, Globex. 38 anyway, so close enough. And there's 10 down. Ran into some support there. Should bounce it, and then we'll see what happens next. So it's got to break 46, 45. Then it's free fall, nothing else. But it's on my chart.
Free falling.
Who's that?
What, the song?
Yeah, who?
That Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, yeah, of course. Just couldn't come up with the name. Didn't quite sound like that though. Yeah, 55, but I'm not saying anything. You're a trader, dude. You tell me what to do.
Hassan, you want a 200-point drop?
But we're getting lower highs, lower lows, lower high right there at 48. So that would be the next short. And then it would need to go through 45. Go. See if it works. I'd be happy to call trades if you guys want to split commissions. Split profits.
No stops, just for LG, man. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, G-Man propfirm.
Yeah, we're going to call it Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Dewey, Cheatham, Steele, and Howe. There we go.
Rising up. Ace, I hope you really did. Either if you took that trade, you got out, or if you didn't really take that trade, that would probably be good.
Order filled.
Okay. I had that feeling, Ace, but just want to make sure because I've seen weirder things on this stream. Not today, but. RJ, he's not going to buy K-pop at 10. He won't even get her a MightyOxTrading or MightyOxTrading hoodie. Boom.
Order filled.
Were you long, Ox?
I was long on the Topstep account, yes.
Nicely done.
16 points. I could have stayed in longer.
Right back to 55.
New high day on NQ, 334. Still rising. Up to 340. Hassan, wasn't it you that said three? No, it was 343 was Friday. You said three something earlier, didn't you, Hassan? That was more than 10 minutes ago, so I don't forget. So I don't remember. Oh, and there, wow. And there is 341. Now I gotta go back and make sure he really actually said 341. Gee, man, should call the market more. We all go up and say, ouch, bird ace. That wasn't nice. Up to
Hey,
355.
I don't care. I've had doubters all my life.
No, he's
I'm
just
the one making millions every day. So take
he,
that.
he's just joking around.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I was just joking with that other gentleman.
Up to 357. Magnum.
Yeah, I know you do, Ace. You're just kidding.
I know you did, Hassan. I was just joking around. The fact that you said 341 just as it hit 341, I couldn't let that go.
But who actually went long?
I did.
Hopefully everybody.
Still
Just shows
going.
you no one can predict. So when people start telling you, then
Oh, wait, you didn't? I swear you said 340 something. Oh, you didn't go long. Okay, never mind. I got you. I'm confused.
yeah.
I got too many things going on my brain. Sorry. It's malfunctioning. It's still short circuited from Friday.
What happened Friday? Can't remember.
I streamed for 9 hours.
Oh, that one, yeah. I think I caught the tail end of that one. I got the middle.
Yeah,
No, I got the end of it.
these people that get up late. No.
I've said many, many times I can't trade and talk. As soon as I start talking, trading goes away. So I know enough to not trade when I'm talking. Because there's something about if you're in front of people, you have to be right. So it becomes more about me than with the market. When I'm on my own, I can just see what the market's doing. So don't ever listen to anything I say. Or anyone, really.
Just continue to go up. Is this just because Powell didn't say anything like earth shattering that everyone's like all positive now? We're up to 370.
probably more likely
That's it.
way too many people got short because I was saying go down, and now they're all getting stopped out, which is pushing it up.
Wow. Just look at that hourly candle, 77.5, 78 points. ES up 11. 360, 370 is where we're kind of topping.
So we're up 15 point range. So this is normally where I would fade it when I'm not talking. You know, so if I fade 60,
Order filled.
or 59, somewhere between 60 and 59,
Yeah.
and then looking for 55, and then the stop's just above 60. So
I took the short on NQ.
yep.
See what it does. Fall.
So if we don't get 55, that means it's just a buyback, pull back for a buy, then up it goes more.
Yep. Bouncing back up.
Just messing with everybody. Looking for liquidity. Here it goes, Ox. Hope you're still in it.
Yep, I am.
Come on, dump. Dump, dump, dump.
Yeah. Popping back up. 368, 369. About ready to hit my stop there at the high. No? Ooh, got close. Wow. Got within 3 ticks of my stop. It's fighting.
Stop filled.
Stopped out, as everybody has heard. Hit the high exactly. Let's see.
Yeah, ES went to 58. And then rolled down and came right back, and rolled down, came right back. Just messing with everyone. Just wants to get everyone out of the way, then it can go. It's nasty like that. Join a lot of longs and shorts, stopping them both out. There was 55, 55.
Yeah. There we go. There. That's the move
So
I
that's
was
when
looking
you hear
for.
my boom, but
Yeah.
I just pushed the button. I don't know where it got out. Doesn't matter. I don't even know where I got in, but hey, I can talk and trade.
There you go. I'm still working on walking and chewing gum at the same time.
Well, it's a different process. You know, when you're talking, you're thinking about what to say and what not to say and all that. When you're trading, you just, for me anyway, just see what the market's doing.
Some people are the problem. They never think before they say. They just blurt out whatever comes out.
It's in there and out, right? Yeah.
Order filled.
Trying a short again.
I mean, the prior highs are what, 63 areas? So pretty close. Last couple of days,
Yeah.
63.
Yeah. Yesterday's high was 64 even.
64, and then the day before was 64 overnight high. 61 was the, no, 64 was the same high. So anyway, that area.
This short's working. But I'm not sure it's going to get 15 points that my target's sitting at.
So Fed Powell, the housing inflation has been a bit of a puzzle. I don't understand that one. There's no puzzle there. Basically supply and demand. There's no supply. No one wants to sell because rates are too high. I mean, you're paying 3 and 4%. Why would you want to go to 7? You can't afford it. You know, you can't afford a bigger house or whatever you have.
Order filled.
Cities like San
Boom.
Francisco is just decimated.
Target hit 15-point winner on the downside.
Look at you. See?
And free
But you
falling.
got to get Ace on the mic so it gives you a break. So you don't have to talk. You can just trade. Oh, yeah. You shorts. Good job. Very nice. So we got 60 to 50. That's probably it. May not be. Of course, it's going down. So we got a volume spike there. But who knows?
Still going so far.
Yep. This is why shorting is so fun. It just sits and sits and sits, and then wow.
Order filled.
Look at that.
Still falling.
Hassan. Great call, Hassan. Down to the lows. So 15-point move in 2 minutes for the tail end there. Now, if it gets through this, see, I think they need to take it down because they're going to pump it tomorrow on CPI.
Yeah.
We'll see. This is all the big guys pushing it. They're going to get 20 out of it, 60 to 40. or more. Who knows? See, I was right about the short, huh?
Definitely.
I say as I'm laughing. Sometimes it moves too quick to put in the purples and blues, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I got one there. It was so low at that point in time that.
Yeah. But still, I mean.
Yeah.
Put in another purple here. Because it's pulled up enough to. If it wants to go down, this is where it'll do it. 47, 46. Retesting where it broke down, kind of the low of the day area. Who knows? And there she goes.
Whoosh.
Did you get your purple?
Getting one now.
There it is.
Don't really like it there though.
Down, down, down. The sun is nailing it, man. 46 to 40. No. 47 to 42.
And around 288, trying to pop back up. Yeah, we've been here before, haven't we, Hassan?
Order filled.
Long off the blue candles on both the 15 and the 30. Rising. I see NQ rising. Oh, turned around now. Doesn't want to hear me sing. Where does it want to go from here? Up or down? So what would my algo do? It's fighting here, right under 300. Trying again. Another blue candle. Still fighting right above 300. Ooh. And down. Chopping. Market isn't sure what it wants to do with itself here. Here it comes back down. And bounces back up. I'm just sitting back and watching whatever it's going to do. If it stops me out, it stops me out. Whatever.
You short or long?
I'm long. Can't break through 300. So where's my entry? 299.75.
The breakout trader. Looks like it might work.
There we go. Come on.
Did you get it? Not yet.
Go. Still didn't go 10 for me. Now it's pulling
I
back
got
again.
you.
Ouch. Guess I should have taken it.
Hard to know. I mean, I think it's that subconscious thinking that actually helps us in trading. You know, the reactionary one
Yeah.
that just tells us, the one that keeps you out of, you know, there's a bus coming, get off the road type thing.
Uh-huh.
We have to open that up.
There we go. Come on.
Douglas call it trading in the zone. He wrote a book about it.
Yeah. I listened to the first chapter once and fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, he has YouTube videos, which are, you know, half an hour or less.
Yeah.
It's much better because reading a book, I mean, I love reading, but sort of a pastime to learn, it's hard. Because I forget, you know, what
Yeah.
was that in the first chapter? Then you get to 10 or 20 different things. It's like, what?
I just fight right at 300. I can tell you for sure, guys, this is either going to go up or down or continue sideways.
Oh, it could go down or up, or sideways up or down, or sideways down or up. See, there's all different ways it can work. I mean, I used to follow guys like that. They'd come out with like, here are the 3 things the market can do today. And it'd be like, okay, you know.
RJ, I do try to wow people with my intelligence. If that doesn't work, every now and then I go on camera so you can all see my charming good looks.
That's the Christmas time, right?
Christmas and on the stream, and the stream anniversary in September.
Which anniversary is it?
The anniversary of starting the live streaming.
Yeah, but what's the number?
September 2nd. September 2nd.
So this will be the first, second, third.
I'm sorry, third. I'm sorry, third. This will be coming third. Yeah.
Third year. Wow, you should know what you're doing by now.
Yeah, I should.
3 years. Oh, you do know what you're doing. Your stream's positive. So you got to weed out those negative guys, you know, like Ace and me.
Nostradamus. Okay, I'm out of this trade.
Order filled.
I'll take the 5 points.
That's a good one.
That ended up being a long trade for me. It ended up being, let's see, how long was I in that trade? I was in that trade Oh, 10 minutes. That's a long trade for me. Well, you're
Good
5
though. You
point.
held it, made money. That's
Yeah.
awesome, right?
Yeah.
You let your bot work. You got to do something with Oxtradamus.
Oh, I'll have to try and figure out a way to put that on the AI to get some graphics on that.
No, 'cause you're dumb. You got to pay RJ though. He gets a cut.
Keep that up, G-Man, and RJ's going to hire you as his agent. And you would think,
50%.
yeah.
That's the bottom line. We're not going any lower than 50.
About 5 minutes to go on the stream. It's a decent stream today. Kind of fun. Still trying to rise up here. I could have stayed in this longer. I took the 5, but you know, let's try it again. And there it goes. So actually, yep, right there, we just would have hit my 15 target.
But you're back in?
No, I didn't get back in. But
I thought you
now,
said try it again.
no, but so on my Topstep, the one that I took the losing trade on this morning on the news trade, I entered long on NQ, but I did it too soon. I entered somewhere when it was still falling around here. So, but I stayed in it. I let it take that heat. I actually was down on the trade by 20, about 30 points. But I just said, see what happens. It's now all the way back to break even. And it's now a green trade. Yeah, I got in at 321. So yeah, right here. I thought it was going to bounce. I think it was off the 15-second chart. Look at the 30 chart. There's a green candle here. And you can see it kept going down. It went down to 284. So I took almost 40 points of heat. And now it's just kind of come back up to me, and I'm in the green on it.
You said 40 points of heat?
Yes.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I wouldn't have done that on like a funded account or an account that, doesn't cost me $4.50 each month. But wow, it's now 15 points into profit. And after going down on this account by almost $800 on the news trade, I am now in profit on the day by about 170. Taking the,
Order
there we go.
filled.
Yep. 127 is a pull back a little bit there. So I think that's quite the accomplishment. I knew one account was going to go deep red when I did that one, long on one account, short on the other. But the fact that I was able to bring the account that went deep red all the way back and into the green, I'm pretty proud of that.
Hey, you should be. Now Powell's talking about the pandemic response.
He's still talking? Oh my God. I thought he was done.
This is like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Oh. Your old friend Alibaba's making headlines. Shares fell 7% as the Chinese tech giant posts 86% drop in profit.
Yeah, that's another one I could not figure out how to trade.
Yeah, before we go, real quick, let's see what GameStop's doing now. Oh, big pullback there. So anyway, we've reached the top of the hour. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time for CPI Day. See how that goes. Hopefully I can maybe continue this nice run. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me today, Dream Man.
Thanks, Ox.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Job, guys.
If you enjoyed today's live stream, remember we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hope you'll continue to join us. Also want to invite you to join our Discord community. Great community of traders talking trading and sometimes just shooting the breeze about other things as well. Traders helping traders and encouraging traders there. Also, of course, follow me on social media, mainly on Twitter or at X, where you'll always find updates on the latest prop firm discounts and reviews, as well as get notified whenever a new video comes out from MightyOxTrading. Have a great rest of your day.